What's good, ladies and gentlemen? RFG is back at it today, and we're gonna discuss more about this sex topic, this sexual energy. Okay, the word sex, okay, really needs to be looked at by humans as a sacred energy exchange. Okay, a lot of what's been going on, in the past, I'd say 40 to 50 years in the United States, has been structured and programmed to split up the basic family unit in the country. Okay. And that is due to, this government's agenda of depopulation. Okay. If they're going to completely rule the world and they're going to, rule with an iron fist, they have to break up the most simple unit of humanity, which is the human family. Okay? They have to break up the human family, which is, the male and the female, man and woman, and the children. Okay? They have to be turned against one another. And they have to always think with their lower self. Okay? They always have to be geared to think and operate with their lower self. Okay? Their animal state, their animal self. Okay? If families in the United States can't bond together and truly unite and truly love one another, okay, the chances of a great rebellion to overthrow the New World Order is just completely out of whack and is completely far-fetched. You have to crawl before you walk, and you have to walk before you run. Okay, so if we can't have successful families, there's people on YouTube talking about the world uniting against the global elites. That's bullshit. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, that's fairy tale fantasy bullshit. And they're just feeding you a fairy tale, plain and simple. Okay, people have to accept reality for what it is. And in this video, I'm just gonna be breaking down step by step how the government uses sexual energy against men and women. And I'm gonna prove today that infidelity on a woman's behalf is basically destroying her energy, destroying her aura, and destroying her health, as well as the male. Infidelity on both sides, okay, is destroying our root chakra energy and destroying our aura field. Okay, sex, sacred energy exchange. Okay, I want everyone to look up a book made by Robin Baker, and it's called Sperm Wars. It's called Sperm Wars. He also has other books. Okay, he also has other books right here. Okay, the whole Sperm Wars collection. Okay, and if we read what this says, what this book title says, Sperm Wars, Infidelity, Sexual Conflict, and Other Bedroom Battles. And below, it says this book will revolutionize the way we think about sex. Now, why would Robin Baker make it his duty to place those words, okay, beneath the title of his book? Why? What information is he going to tap into in this book that is going to revolutionize the way we think about sex? Well, I'll go ahead and tell you. In this book, he basically proves that when a man sleeps with a woman, regardless if he has a condom or not, the man is going to release a form of sperm, okay, known as warrior sperm. Actually, they're known as kamikaze sperm. And 40% of the sperm, okay, that comes out during ejaculation is known as kamikaze sperm. The other 60% are just average normal sperm that try to swim to fertilize the egg, but the other 40% are called kamikaze sperm. Okay, so right here in this book, okay, you can get the whole book series. He breaks down what the kamikaze sperm in the man are built to do and what they do inside of the woman's womb. Okay, so let's see what this kamikaze sperm is all about. Let's see what this stuff is all about. Okay, this is coming from the Gnostic Warrior website and the information they stumbled upon. Okay, let's see the scroll up. Okay, killer worm sperm and the sexual arms race. Okay, published July 30th, 2014. The study of worms is now a favorite pastime of mine. I found that worms are everywhere. They are in the ground, in the air, in our blood, in our bones, and on our skin. Some we can see and some we cannot see. In fact, before we humans develop our arms, legs, eyes, ears in the wombs of our mothers, where we begin the transformation into a being or fetus that looks like a modern day human, we actually look like worms because we descend from sperm, which is in reality a type of worm. This is why in the Bible it said, "And from these worms God made angels." The Lord said himself, "I am a worm and not a man." Or in the Hebrew Bible, man that is a worm and the son of man, which is a maggot. Let me explain this as simple as possible for those of you worms out there who do not understand what I'm saying. When a man has impregnated a woman, he releases his sperm into her vaginal canal to where it then makes the journey through the cervix and to the fallopian tubes where the eggs are released. In one single drop of sperm, there are literally hundreds of millions of thin, symmetrical shaped worms swimming around as if they have a life of their own. It is these millions of worms who compete with one another to enter the woman's egg, a competition of survival of the fittest, where only the toughest and fastest of the worms win the fight and earn the right to become a human. This fight of survival of the fittest, worm sperm, is now being documented by scientists. Let's see, documented by scientists. This is called sperm competition, where these worms are known as kamikaze sperm or killer sperm. Okay, these terms are used to refer to the competitive process between spermatozoa or spermatozoa and two or more different males to fertilize an egg of a lone female. This often compared to having tickets in a raffle. Okay, so this is what he's saying. Okay, almost half of the sperm, that a man produces after sleeping with a woman, 40% of that sperm are known as kamikaze sperm. And these sperm are only designed and built for fighting off other males' sperm. Okay? These are known as warrior sperm or kamikaze sperm. And they stay dormant. These sperm stay dormant in the woman's fallopian tubes, womb, okay, for anywhere up to 7 to 10 days. 7 to 10 days at a time. Each time the man, has sex with the woman, the warrior sperm stay dormant in her womb for 7 to 10 days. Okay, so if a woman decides to cheat on her man, anywhere from 5 to 10 days after she slept with him, okay, that other man that she cheated with, his sperm are now going to be dormant in her womb, and that man's warrior sperm is going to go to war with her husband or with her boyfriend's warrior sperm. So there's literally going to be a battle of sperm going on in her womb, and the testosterone levels coming from that sperm in her womb are going to be leaked into her bloodstream, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, this is the spirit. This is the scientific enigma. Okay, that's going on with what's called the dating game. Okay, see, they love to call it the dating game. The dating game. Why is that? You know why? It's because they invented the dating game just like they invented the drug game. You see what I'm saying? Just like they invented the game of politics. It's all a game. It's all a game with these people. And it's set up for the people in the Matrix to fail. It's set up for men and women to fail, ladies and gentlemen. That's why it's called the dating game. You're set up to lose. You are set up to lose, okay? Because Hollywood has promoted sex to the point where it is now looked at as a sport, okay? Once again, the dating game. They want you to think of it as a sport. Oh, you know what I'm saying? How many women can I get with in 1 week? Okay? With women out there, it's, you know what I'm saying? How many dudes can I sleep with to get a level of status or power? Okay? Which is pretty much the same thing. Pretty much the same thing. But you see, the man and the woman don't understand that they're losing their connection with nature, and the woman is becoming more masculine, okay, biologically and genetically when she sleeps with more men. And the man, when he does that, he loses the power of his root chakra. He completely loses his root chakra power. Okay, when you give away enough sperm. Okay, sex is the sacred energy exchange. The sacred energy exchange. Plain and simple. When you lie down with a partner, okay, and you both share sexual energy, you're gonna take on the same energy of your partner's aura field. Okay? So just like when the man's sperm goes into the woman, a large piece of the woman's aura, okay, lays dormant on the outside of the male's aura. Okay? This is why a lot of times couples experience the same thing, but they'll be working in two totally different places, and be from two totally different backgrounds. Okay? You'll notice that, you know, as they stay together for a certain amount of time, they'll start to talk the same. They'll start to act the same, and shit, they may even start to look alike. I noticed that about a lot of couples. Okay? This is very, very mind-boggling to say the least. Okay? So we heard what the Gnostic warrior had to say about the warrior sperm, and I agree with what he said wholeheartedly. He pulled out phrases from the Bible. I am not a Christian, but what he was saying was true, and there are portions of the Bible that can be true, that can be proven. But as far as my research, most of the Bible is just astrological allegories. Okay, so right here we have, you know, just what the general website Google is saying about kamikaze sperm. This other 99% of sperm consists of what are called blockers or kamikaze sperm. Their function is to prevent the sperm of other males from reaching the egg. Okay, plain and simple. Plain and simple. And if you do your research, they say that it will only last in the woman's womb for 5 to 7 days. But I have heard cases and read articles that said at the longest, it can remain dormant in a woman's womb for up to 10 days. 10 days to 2 weeks. Okay, it basically depends on the testosterone levels of the man. If the man has a very high level of testosterone, the sperm are gonna stay dormant in the woman's womb longer. His warrior sperm. Okay, so if she decides to go out and cheat 5 to 7 days after she sleeps with her boyfriend, the man that she's cheating with, his sperm is gonna go in her womb as just like her boyfriend's, and the man she's cheating with and her boyfriend's sperm are gonna be going to war in her womb, literally. And some females out there, they live a lifestyle where they'll sleep with 3 to 5 men in a 7-day span. And for those women, they have 3 to 5 different men's sperm existing in their womb, going to war with one another, and releasing testosterone. Each of those men's sperm is releasing a level of testosterone in the woman's bloodstream. Okay, so this is why we are seeing emasculinated women all over this country right now. Literally. Okay, women. I don't know if you guys have been watching some of them YouTube videos, but what I'm saying, there's women out there that just don't give a shit. They'll come at you like they're a man. What I'm saying? They'll come at you with a baseball bat, with no repercussions. No repercussions. Just check out some of these YouTube videos, man, and it is absolutely mind blowing how bold and aggressive and dominant and assertive that women have become in the past 30 to 40 years. But like I said, it was all a process. It was all a process engineered by the Zionist Jews and the feminine movement. Yeah, the feminist movement. Okay, this is not a game, and this is not a joke whatsoever. So I'm about to hit you guys with some real profound knowledge here. Okay? There is a level of vibration that a man and a woman can reach where they don't even have to physically have sex and they can still have a baby with one another. Okay, now let me explain. See this right here, what Robin Baker is talking about. Okay, when women, sleep around on their boyfriends or their husbands, and they they sleep around with different men. That's really where they want you at on a psychological and a spiritual level. They want you using your lower 6 chakras. Okay, they want you stuck in that game, in that dating game. Okay, they want you to treat life like it's a game. Think about it. In a fucking video game, we play a video game, but when we fuck up and when we fail in the video game, we get a new life, right? We get a new chance, right? So they want you to think that dating and these real life situations that are very important and are dealing with your vital energy, they want you to think of that as a game. The dating game. Okay? That's how they want you to think of it. They don't want you to take it serious. Okay? That's why we have so many women who have children by so many different men and are sleeping around with so many different men because they think it's a game. We have so many men impregnating women and using that as a reason, to act more manly, or as a form to build their manhood, because they think of it as a game. They think of it as a video game. They don't realize when they raise a child, okay, when they leave the woman and the woman has to raise a child on her own, that now that child has a 65 to 70% chance of joining a gang or going to jail just by being in a single parent household. And you know why that happened? Because you thought of it as a game. You didn't take it serious. You thought you were in La La Land in Venus illusion land, using your lower six chakras, okay, not thinking about your future, and you thought you were going to get some fucking redo of reality that you get in a fucking video game, okay? Life is not a video game, okay? We shouldn't be calling this a game, a dating game. It's not a game, people. It's very serious, okay? Because we're talking about creating new life, and we're talking about a sacred energy exchange between the man and the woman. Okay, so we're talking about your health, your aura, your mental, spiritual, psychological health, and of the future of a child, possibly. Very, very serious, very sacred ritual. But the Zionist Jews, okay, the satanic government wants you to view this process as a dating game. As a dating game. Think about that. Satan wants you to view life as a game. As a goddamn game. But last time I checked, in video games, you get redos. You get other lives. In this life, you don't get redos. You don't get other lives. Okay? You don't get second chances. If your mate or your spouse or husband or whatever finds out you're a liar, you're a liar. You can't rewind the clock and switch what happened. You see what I'm saying?